Have you ever stopped to consider the profound impact your mental health has on your daily life? Mental health, much like physical health, is crucial to our overall well-being. It's not just about the absence of mental disorders or disabilities, but also about possessing a sense of purpose, strong relationships, a feeling of connection to the community, the ability to learn and grow, the capacity to deal with life's ups and downs, and a sense of inner peace. Imagine mental health as a spectrum, with mental well-being on one end and mental health disorders on the other. Everyone falls somewhere along the spectrum. Our mental health influences how we think, feel, and behave. It shapes our perception of the world around us and determines how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. When our mental health is in check, it's like a well-tuned engine, enabling us to perform at our best, both personally and professionally. We are more productive, can cope with the stresses of life, work fruitfully, and are able to make a contribution to our community. But let's address the elephant in the room, the misconceptions surrounding mental health. Some believe it's a sign of weakness, or it's something that can be simply brushed off. Others may think that mental health problems are rare and won't affect them. These misconceptions couldn't be further from the truth. Mental health problems are common. They can affect anyone, regardless of age, gender, social status, or ethnicity. They're not a sign of weakness, but a sign of being human, and they can't be brushed off. They require attention, understanding, and treatment, much like a physical ailment. It's time we start treating mental health with the seriousness it deserves. It's time we start understanding that mental health is just as important as physical health. It's time we start realizing that taking care of our mental health isn't a luxury, but a necessity. Understanding mental health is the first step to achieving a balanced and fulfilling life. Dr. Marianne, a renowned clinical psychologist, shares her insights on the significance of mental health. With over 2 decades of experience in the field, Dr. Marianne has seen firsthand how mental health issues can affect individuals and their loved ones. She believes that understanding and acknowledging these issues is the first step towards addressing them. Over the years, I've worked with people from all walks of life, she begins. From high-powered executives to stay-at-home parents, mental health issues can affect anyone, regardless of their social or economic status. The key is to recognize the signs and seek help. Dr. Marianne emphasizes that mental health issues are not a sign of weakness or a character flaw. They are real, serious health conditions that can have a significant impact on a person's life, much like physical health conditions. Depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia. These are not just terms or labels. They are real conditions that people live with every day. And just like physical ailments, they require professional help and treatment. She goes on to discuss the potential consequences of ignoring mental health issues. When left untreated, these conditions can lead to severe health problems, relationship issues, and even life-threatening situations. It's important to remember that mental health is just as important as physical health. Dr. Marianne also speaks on the stigma often associated with mental health issues. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of stigma around mental health, she says. People are often afraid to seek help because they're worried about what others will think. But it's time to change that narrative. It's time to understand that seeking help for mental health issues is not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of strength. She urges everyone to be more open and understanding when it comes to mental health. We need to create a culture where it's okay to talk about mental health issues, where it's okay to seek help. This is crucial not just for the individuals dealing with these issues, but also for their families, friends, and society as a whole. Dr. Marianne concludes with a powerful message. Mental health is not something to be taken lightly. It's a vital part of our overall well-being, and it's time we start treating it as such. Remember, it's okay to not be okay. What's important is to recognize when you're not okay, and to seek help when you need it. Thank you, Dr. Marianne, for your insightful discussion on the importance of acknowledging mental health. Now, what is mindfulness and how does it relate to mental health? Mindfulness, in essence, is the practice of being fully present and engaged in the here and now. It's about being aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. When we're mindful, we're not replaying past events or worrying about future ones. We are simply living in the moment. Mindfulness plays a pivotal role in mental health. It's like a workout for your mind, strengthening your ability to focus and manage stress. When we're stressed, our minds often spin out of control with negative thoughts. Mindfulness helps us to recognize these thoughts for what they are, just thoughts. It encourages us to step back and observe them without getting caught up in them, a bit like watching clouds pass by in the sky. The benefits of practicing mindfulness are far-reaching. For one, it can reduce stress by helping us manage our reactions to stressors. Mindfulness can also improve our emotional well-being by promoting self-compassion and reducing rumination, the habit of overthinking things. Moreover, mindfulness can enhance our relationships. When we're present, we're more likely to engage deeply with others and truly listen to what they're saying. This can lead to stronger connections and better communication. Mindfulness can even improve physical health by reducing heart disease risk and improving sleep. Practicing mindfulness doesn't require a special place or time. It's something you can do anywhere, anytime. It could be as simple as focusing on your breath, tuning into your senses, or noticing the sensation of your feet touching the ground as you walk. The key is to do it regularly, like brushing your teeth or eating breakfast. Over time, mindfulness becomes second nature and the benefits grow. Incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine can be a game changer for your mental health. It's an accessible tool that can help us navigate life's ups and downs with more ease and resilience. So, why not give it a try? After all, the only moment we truly have is the present one, and mindfulness helps us to make the most of it. Mr. John, a mindfulness coach, gives us a deeper understanding of the practice of mindfulness. We are here with Mr. John, a seasoned mindfulness coach who has dedicated his life to the art of living in the present. So, Mr. John, could you explain to us what mindfulness is all about? Absolutely. Mindfulness is about engaging completely with the here and now. It's about experiencing the world directly, without the filter of our thoughts, judgments, or preconceived notions. It's about being fully present in this very moment without being distracted by the past or the future. That's a profound thought, Mr. John. So how can we incorporate mindfulness into our everyday life? Well, it's simpler than most people think. You can start by paying attention to your breath. Feel the air moving in and out of your lungs. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. This simple act can bring you into the present moment. You can also try mindful eating, where you savor each bite, noticing the texture, the flavor, the aroma. Or try mindful walking, where you feel the ground beneath your feet with every step. The key is to engage fully with whatever you are doing at the moment. Incredible! It seems like mindfulness is something we can practice every day, in every moment. Can you tell us more about the benefits of mindfulness for mental health? Sure. Mindfulness has been shown to have a range of benefits for mental health. It can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. It can help improve attention and focus. It can also increase our capacity for empathy and compassion. By practicing mindfulness, we can become more aware of our thoughts and feelings, and this awareness can help us to respond to life's challenges in a more thoughtful, less reactive way. So, mindfulness can help us to manage our mental health better. That's a powerful thought, Mr. John. Any last thoughts or tips for our listeners? Well, remember, mindfulness is a practice. It's not about getting it right or perfect. It's about showing up moment after moment and being present. So don't judge yourself if your mind wanders. Just gently bring your attention back to the present and be patient with yourself. Mindfulness is a journey, not a destination. That's quite enlightening, Mr. John. Your insights have certainly shed more light on mindfulness and its connection with mental health. We appreciate your time and wisdom. Thank you, Mr. John, for your valuable insights on mindfulness. How exactly does mindfulness impact our mental health? This question lies at the heart of our discussion today. The connection between mental health and mindfulness is both profound and transformative. Mindfulness, in essence, is the practice of being fully present and engaged in the here and now. It's about paying attention to our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This might seem simple, but it's incredibly powerful, particularly when it comes to mental health. Let's start with stress, a common factor that often triggers mental health issues. In the whirlwind of our daily lives, stress can easily become overwhelming. Here's where mindfulness steps in. By grounding us in the present moment, mindfulness helps us to step back from our worries and anxieties. This doesn't mean that stress magically disappears. Instead, mindfulness provides us with the tools to manage stress more effectively, reducing its impact on our mental well-being. Now let's talk about anxiety and depression, two prevalent mental health conditions. Both conditions involve a tendency to dwell on the past or worry about the future, often leading to a cycle of negative thinking. Mindfulness, however, encourages us to focus on the present moment. This shift in focus can break the cycle of negative thinking, providing relief from anxiety and depression. Moreover, mindfulness fosters self-compassion. It teaches us to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding, rather than criticism and judgment. This self-compassion can be a powerful antidote to the self-doubt and self-criticism often associated with mental health issues, but it's important to remember that mindfulness is not a quick fix. It's a practice, a journey. It requires consistency and patience. And while it can greatly improve mental health, it's not a replacement for professional help when needed. In sum, mindfulness serves as a powerful tool in our mental health toolkit. It helps manage stress, alleviate anxiety and depression, and foster self-compassion. Mindfulness and mental health are intertwined, each influencing and reinforcing the other. And by cultivating mindfulness, we can all take steps towards better mental health. Dr. Sarah, a psychiatrist, explains the connection between mindfulness and mental health. As we dive deeper into this intriguing topic, Dr. Sarah offers her professional perspective. She begins by shedding light on the scientific link between mindfulness and mental health. Mindfulness at its core is the practice of being present and fully engaged with whatever we're doing at the moment. This simple act, as research has shown, has profound effects on our mental health. It can reduce stress, improve focus, and foster emotional well-being. Dr. Sarah further elaborates on the mechanisms behind this. When we practice mindfulness, we are essentially training our brain to focus on the here and now instead of ruminating on the past or worrying about the future. This act of focusing on the present moment can help reduce the activation of our body's stress response system, which can lead to improved mental health over time. But how can mindfulness benefit her patients specifically? Dr. Sarah is eager to share her clinical experiences. In my practice, I've seen firsthand how mindfulness can help my patients. It's not a cure-all, but it can be a powerful tool in the toolbox for managing mental health conditions. For example, it can help patients with anxiety disorders by teaching them how to stay grounded in the present moment, rather than getting caught up in anxious thoughts. For my patients with depression, mindfulness can help them recognize and break free from negative thought patterns. Dr. Sarah doesn't stop at explaining the theory and benefits. She is also keen to provide practical tips for practicing mindfulness. The beauty of mindfulness is that it can be practiced anywhere, anytime. It doesn't require any special tools or settings. You can practice mindfulness while you're brushing your teeth, eating your breakfast, or even while you're stuck in traffic. The key is to focus on your senses and what you're experiencing in the present moment. Notice the sensation of the toothbrush against your teeth, the taste of your food, or the sound of the car engine. When your mind wanders, gently guide it back to the present. She also emphasizes the importance of patience and consistency in the practice of mindfulness. Like any other skill, mindfulness takes time to cultivate. It's not about achieving a state of eternal bliss or emptying your mind completely. Rather, it's about showing up for yourself day after day and gently guiding your attention back to the present moment whenever it wanders. Thank you, Dr. Sarah, for your expert insights on the interplay between mindfulness and mental health. With that, we wrap up this enlightening discussion, equipped with a better understanding of the science behind mindfulness and its potential benefits for mental health. To recap our discussion today on mental health and mindfulness, we've journeyed through a wealth of insights and expert perspectives. The importance of mental health cannot be overstated. It is, as we've learned, the cornerstone of our overall well-being and the lighthouse that guides us through life's storms. Our conversation with Dr. Marianne shed light on the intricacies of our minds and how mental health impacts our daily lives. We learned that mental health is not just about the absence of mental disorders, but also about being able to function effectively, cope with life's normal stresses, and make a contribution to our community. Then, we dove into the world of mindfulness with our mindfulness coach, Mr. John. He illuminated the concept of mindfulness as a state of active, open attention to the present. It's about observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment and living each moment as it unfolds. In the pivotal connection between mental health and mindfulness, we discovered that they are two sides of the same coin. Mindfulness, as we've learned, can be a powerful tool in managing our mental health, reducing stress, and enhancing our quality of life. Our final talk with Dr. Sarah, a psychiatrist, underlined the importance of integrating mindfulness into our daily routines. She reminded us of how mindfulness can help us become more aware of our thoughts and feelings and in turn, help us manage them better. So as we conclude, let's remember these key insights. Mental health is a crucial aspect of our overall well-being. Mindfulness, on the other hand, is a potent tool that can help us manage our mental health better. It's not just a practice, but a way of life, a path that leads us to a healthier and happier mind. Remember, your mental health matters, and mindfulness can be a powerful tool for managing it. Take care of your mind, and it will take care of you. Subscribe for more mental health insights like this video if you find it helpful, and share your mindfulness journey in the comments below. Until next time, continue your path to inner calm and resilience.